Hey everybody, I'm here to talk about, the Flash, the Reverse Flash returns. And as we saw from the last episode, we see, the Reverse Flash shows up and he doesn't know where he's at. So this was a very cool episode because we got to see more on the Reverse Flash and his whole origin story, and we see why he came to that point and period of time and why he, you know, changed his face into Harrison Wells. It was a lot. It really delved into that, and I believe this is probably the only time we'll see him in this season because it was pretty much showing how he knew all the stuff that he knew about everybody and why he brought certain people together in the first season. It pretty much points out that in this episode it was crazy. We see, Barry is not happy that the Reverse Flash is back, and that's pretty much what this episode is about. Barry trying to catch the Reverse Flash, and also Harrison Wells and Cisco have figured out how to, access his vibe abilities. Pretty much pumping him with adrenaline activates his vibe abilities, and Harrison Wells invents these glasses that Cisco uses, and he's able to see pretty much everything, which is awesome. And I hopefully we get to see more of him, getting into his costume, because we know Cisco has a costume. Cisco has a costume somewhere. He hasn't brought it out yet, but Cisco Ramon has a costume, and I'm pretty sure, Carlos Valdez. I'm sorry if I messed up your name, bro, but I'm sure he's ready to put it on. They have a costume waiting for him, and I'm sure he's been waiting to get into it, and or maybe his Earth 2 version's already vibe. We don't know yet. So maybe he does hop into the suit, just not yet in Earth 1. Anyway, so we finally we also see some stuff with, this really doesn't bother me. Barry and Patty, they're breaking up. Patty's going out of town to, become a forensic scientist. She figures out pretty much just by looking at all of Barry's old case files that he's the Flash. Oh, she didn't put that together a couple weeks ago. Okay. Alright, that wasn't really big significance to me. We also saw Wally, and I guess his mom is dying, so we see a little bit of that. Like I said, that's some nice mushy stuff, but it wasn't really that important to me in this episode. What really was important to me is that now that the Reverse Flash is there, he's trying to figure out what time era he's in. He's trying to get back home, and he doesn't have enough speed to get back home, so he kidnaps what's that scientist lady's name? McGee, Tina McGee. He kidnaps her because she has the tachyons and all that, and he's gonna use her to propel him back into the future. So this is when Cisco's vibe power comes in. He uses these glasses and he sees that the Reverse Flash is there, and that he's going to kill her. And that's how everybody knows the Reverse Flash is back. So we get Barry on the case. Barry, he's furious that he's back, and he's wondering how he's back. And Harrison Wells kind of explains it that it's not the Reverse Flash he knows. It's a Reverse Flash from a different point of time period. If you guys don't understand that, it's not the Reverse Flash that came back at that certain point in time that got stuck in Barry's. It's one way before that. I don't know how else I can explain it to you guys, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So Barry, as the Flash, he takes on the Reverse Flash. Of course, he's faster than him now, and he catches him, puts him in jail, and he does it. He's proud of himself. He's locked him up. He thinks he's caught him. But him being stuck in that time starts to affect with their timeline and starts to kill Cisco. And I'm really upset about this. They done this to us for 2 seasons. The Reverse Flash almost killing Cisco. You know, Harrison Wells stuck his hand through his chest. This Reverse Flash is about to erase him from the timeline. What are they going to keep doing to Cisco? So Barry has to make a choice. You know, he made the right choice. He threw, you know, the Reverse Flash back into the future, and that kind of evens out the timeline, and Cisco appears right back. And that's really, you know, the I hate when they mess with Cisco, man. I don't like when they mess with Cisco. They just need to keep giving him powers and stop messing with him. Anyways, another point I want to make, I don't really care for the guy who is really the Reverse Flash, who is really Eobard Thawne. I really enjoy Harrison Wells in the suit. I don't know what really the difference is to me, but, you know, Tom is just a lot better in the suit. I can't. He's just a lot better than Matt is in the suit. I'm sorry, Matt. I know I don't want to be mean about it, but I really think, you know, Tom is just a lot better in the suit for me. Maybe it's because we saw him for the whole season and we only saw you for the first part of the season and the last part of the season. I haven't got attached to you like that, but Tom is Reverse Flash to me. I'm sorry, buddy. Also, in this episode, Caitlin is looking for Jay Garrick's, you know, doppelganger, so they can kind of cure him, replace his cells with healthy cells so he doesn't die. And so I guess they can't find him, and then we get to where Jay has already pretty much looked for him, and it kind of is like kind of suspicious because we haven't seen Jay in some episodes where he kind of just disappears and we don't see him. And I guess this is who he was looking for, his doppelganger, which he shows Caitlin, and he name drops Hunter Zolomon. And as we all know, or whoever reads comics, Hunter Zolomon is Zoom in the comics. So are they trying to say that, you know, Jay Garrick is Zoom, or what? You can't have it, but they can't do that to us and tell us that, you know, we have one, you know, speedster already who's Jay Garrick, you know, the Flash, and then we have him being Zoom. You know, still too much like last season. I can't do that. That's kind of how I feel about the whole it being Barry's dad kind of prediction. That's how I feel like. That's just copying season 1. So hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully they come up with a whole different idea, and hopefully it just blows my mind away, because I'll be really upset. Probably not so upset because it's the Flash, but I will be really upset if they kind of copy and paste the first season. But anyways, you guys, tell me what you liked about this episode. Tell me what you didn't like about this episode. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys with another video. Alright. Hey everybody, I'm here to talk about the Flash potential. Now, we're coming back from the hiatus. I don't know how I felt about it. It's alright. I guess. Got to still a lot more long feeling that wasn't from Earth 2, so it was decent. It wasn't what I was expecting. I guess we kind of lost that momentum when we went on that little break, but it was decent. You know, I don't have that much, you know, bad stuff to say about the Flash usually. So in this episode, we started off with